Hi, I'm Annette Pasternak, the Stop Skin Picking Coach. All learning, all behavioral learning that we do comes about from either going towards pleasure or going away from pain. So we naturally want to experience pleasure and we don't want to experience pain. So we kind of push it away and we go towards the pleasure. And this is actually how we got into the problem that we have in the first place, whether it's skin picking or hair pulling, or if you have any other, unwanted behaviors that you have, habits of eating, for example. What we're going to talk about today is how to change your behavior by associating more pleasure to stopping the behavior rather than actually doing the behavior. And this is why it's such a problem, is that, most people who do these behaviors, who do the skin picking, enjoy it, right? There's something, if not like actively you like it, many people actively like it, other people just get some benefit from it, like they calm down or it helps them focus. And either way, those are really powerful things that, despite how badly you may feel after the fact, right after the picking or right during the picking or pulling, if that's your behavior, biting, you feel better. Okay, so in the instant you feel better, and that your body has learned. It helps you feel better, and so you do it and do it and do it. And to stop doing it, you have to both be aware that you are doing it or are about to do it, but you also have to have some positive association to stopping. So a lot of times we just, especially if you're not in a good mood or whatever, you just really think that, this pleasure is all you kind of need right now or all you want. Like you can't think beyond that, but you actually have to. So one of the things that you can do is use self-talk that reminds you of something that will make you feel good in the moment that you stop, okay? Because that is a powerful moment. So whether it's using a phrase like "a stop now is a win," a lot of my clients like that one. One of my clients actually came up with that, and I started telling it to people, and it works really brilliantly for a lot of them, because you feel like a winner in that moment. You feel like, okay, I did good, I accomplished something. And because you have that positive feeling about yourself for stopping, you will want to repeat that. Okay, you'll want to repeat actually stopping picking rather than continuing the picking once you've started. So what really helps is, first of all, to come up with something that really excites you and makes you feel like, why is this worth it? I know I've talked about this before, coming up with some compelling reason why you don't want to pick. Really, like an energizing, a good feeling phrase can really help. So one of my clients I was working with yesterday, for her it was like she really wanted to look beautiful and to feel alive. And just reminding herself of that, like you could see her face, it lifted up, it got excited about this. So, we'll call her Kimmy, not her real name, but, if she just says, Kimmy, what you want to look beautiful and feel alive. Or you could say, remember, Kimmy, you want to look beautiful and feel alive. And this phrase you can tell yourself just like that, like second person, like you're somebody else. It's somebody else's voice talking to you. For some reason, probably because our own I voice, I feel ugly, or I'll never stop this behavior. That I voice can be so dysfunctional that it really helps to have the you voice in there to reassure yourself or to, give yourself what you need. So, you could do an I voice if you want. You could try that, but it seems to really work well with a you. She would say, Kimmy, you want to look beautiful and feel alive. That was like a mantra that she would say to herself. Or she will say to herself, maybe, even when she wakes up. and get excited about that. But definitely in those moments where she's tempted to pick or about to pick, she will say, Kimmy, remember, you want to look beautiful and feel alive. Okay, what about if she's already picking? She'll interrupt herself. As soon as she realizes she's picking and maybe is thinking those thoughts, those more negative thoughts that come in, like, I shouldn't be doing this, like, what am I doing? Like, ruining my life like this, whatever, these negative things. As soon as she recognizes either she's picking or she's talking to herself in this negative way, she can say, Kimmy, stopping now is a step towards looking beautiful and feeling alive. So this is now creating a positive association for stopping. She's like really encouraged by this positive thought of feeling. And you know, sometimes when you say that, when you say a feeling word, you already feel that. You're like, yes, feeling alive. Like talking about feeling alive makes me feel alive, right? So that's the idea. So have you thought of something as we're talking? I mean, you can certainly borrow that if you like it. I'm sure Kimmy would be really excited to hear other people are using that to help stop their picking. But, you know, please share in the comments, like, what is most important to you? What energizes you, which will be motivating for you to stop in that moment when you just really want to do the picking, like you really feel like doing it or you're already engaged in doing it. How can you turn that around and associate stopping with something positive? And of course, the other side of this is really associating the actual picking to something negative, which, you know, you do afterwards, but in that moment of almost picking, you know, you may be feeling negative, but you really want to like put it into a bigger perspective of what this means for your life. So this might be something better to not even have in those moments when you're picking, but just to know, like if you want to stop picking, you really want to remember the most negative things about this and the most negative possibilities and consequences for your life. Because really that is when people have the most momentum to change, is when I mean, it's unfortunate. It's the whole like rock bottom thing, that it is when it looks so bad, the possibility of continuing this picking thing, that you're super motivated to change, because you're like, this is now associated with so much pain in my life, either my present life, which is what usually happens, you know, to motivate people. But right now, for you to make this more real, the negative of picking, you know, brainstorm what are the like worst things that can happen or have happened, but can happen in the future if you see yourself continuing to go down this route, you know, because there are some serious things that can happen. Like, you know, for example, if it's something like you've almost gotten into a car accident from picking, well, actually next time that could happen to you. So that, you know, I would think that has been a wake-up call sometimes for my clients, is, you know, they almost got into a car accident or actually even have. So yeah, you know, that's another thing you can do is project. This bothers you enough clearly that you're watching this video, but really like see like, hey, if I continue doing this, what are the negative consequences for my life? Another thing is to, you know, really look at your life from a backed up, you know, a big perspective. You know, I sometimes ask, like, let's say you're at the end of your life on your deathbed, what do you want to have done and accomplished? And sometimes the picking is getting in the way, you know? So for example, if I've had clients who, you know, they really want to meet someone and get married, but they have this block against it while they're picking. And it's really unfortunate, but it's the kind of thing, it's like, okay, if you don't take the long view of it and see, well, what is the consequence of not getting better right now, and project it into a longer period of time. I kind of feel like I'm starting to ramble. Please share your ideas on this, whether the negative consequences that you're afraid of or that, you know, are causing you current pain or projected future pain, and what are the plus things you're going to associate, the positive associations to stopping anytime. Like anytime you stop, it's a victory. You can say that, you know, you can be like, victory, yeah, yay me, go me. Because you're going to be more successful if you focus on the positives. And that's also why this, you know, doing a positive log and my Freedom Companion, this is such a help because you're actually telling yourself the positive things that you're doing. Okay, you're giving yourself a positive association, like when you check that off. I mean, most people, I think, have positive associations to checking off, like things on a to-do list or stuff like that. So these are some things that help in this book that help you with your picking. That is a really useful thing about the Freedom Companion. Those links, by the way, and my other book and my online course, they're all in the YouTube descriptions. Really, I include them for every video. Those are in the descriptions. And with the online course, stay tuned. I will be putting it on sale at the end of the year. I know people really like to get a jump on New Year's resolutions and all that. And it is a step-by-step, systematic way to stop picking. And right now, if you're not on my email list, go there. I will put a link from the video, or you could certainly go from the video description. There will definitely be one too. And sign up for my Freedom Kit on my website, and you will be on my email list, and you'll get notified when I put this on sale and what the special code will be. All right, and I think I'll also do a video about the online course because I have never done that. So hopefully I can get that going for next week. Well, thank you for listening. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up, please. And if you haven't subscribed to my channel, I think you'll find it very useful. Always know what's coming up or when it comes out. So please subscribe as well. All right, take care. See you soon.